right here. So very good morning students. So in the previous class, so we finished about a laws of friction. In that laws of friction, actually we are discussing about a types of frictions. So in this types of friction, there are three types of frictions are there. One we can say coefficient of types of friction. In this first one we can say coefficient of, right, coefficient of static friction. Okay, this is we can call as mu s. Second one, coefficient of kinematic friction, that is we can say mu k. And third one we can say coefficient of rolling friction, right. These are the types of frictions, we can say mu r. Let us, so we know coefficient of friction, first one we know, that is the coefficient of friction is nothing but it is the ratio of, very simple, frictional force to normal force. It is the ratio of frictional force to normal force, which we can call as the coefficient of friction. In the same basis, let us here we have to say coefficient of static friction. Yes, you take as the coefficient of static friction in the sense is mu s, no, therefore frictional force is directly proportional to normal. That is, a static frictional force is directly proportional to the normal, because now we are saying about a static coefficient of static friction, that is the ratio, it is the static frictional force is directly proportional to normal. Therefore there it is to be some constant is introduced to mu s into n, then mu s is equal to Fs by n. This is the ratio of static frictional force to normal force. It is the ratio of static frictional force to normal force in the senses we can call as the coefficient of static friction. So that it is we can say mu s. Now let us will move to the kinematic frictional force, that is related to Fk is directly proportional to normal. Therefore Fk is equal to some constant is introduced mu k into n, then mu k is equal to Fk by n. This is the also same, it is the ratio of kinematical frictional force to normal force. So we can call as the coefficient of kinematical frictional force. Now let us will move to the rolling, that is rolling frictional force is directly proportional to normal. Therefore there is a rolling is equal to some mu r into n. So mu r is equal to Fr by n, we can say. These are the statements related to the coefficient of types of coefficient of frictions. So there are three types like mu s, mu k and mu r. Of course these all are same, it is the ratio of frictional force to normal force, ratio of frictional force to normal force only, so that it has no units and no dimensional formula. So that here you write again static is greater than, kinematic is greater than, rolling it is. So which we can say like it is a coefficient of static friction is greater than rolling kinematic, and it is also rolling frictional force. So this is related to our frictional force and types of coefficient of frictional force. Clear? If you go through the statement, these are the three important for the next coming classes, right? And let us coming to the point is next one. In this next one, angle of friction. I want to tell you about an angle of friction. Sir, what is actually angle of friction? See, let us you take a like this, in this angle of friction. Angle of friction it is, that is we say pi. Say let us you take a one horizontal rough surface. On the horizontal rough surface there is a one block of mass m is placed. Of course you say here it is, there will be a say weight of the body mg is acting like this, right, and it is to be normal is acting up, we can say normal, or we can also call reactional force. Suppose the body it is moving in the forward direction, there will be a frictional force is act opposite to the motion of a body. So suppose there is a friction is acting, you say Fs, because which is at rest. So that the normal force is acting at this point as well as the frictional force also acting at the same point. This 2R we can also call contact force. There is a contact forces, these two forces which are acting perpendicular. Then for these two forces there is a normal, or we can say resultant is acting like this. The resultant is making an angle pi with the normal. Half the frictional force is nothing but an angle of friction. See, the resultant is making, because the resultant is contact with the normal as well as the frictional force. That's what capital R we can also call as the contact force. We can say like this, contact force. Capital R we can call contact force. So that this capital R is making an angle with the normal. Half the frictional force is nothing but an angle of friction. See, angle of friction is defined as, which we can say like this. Let us, the angle of friction is, it is the defined as like this. We can say there is an angle subtended by the resultant with the normal. Half the frictional force is nothing but we can call as angle of friction. Let us, you construct a one triangle by using this. Therefore, ORN. From triangle you write, from triangle ORN. Let us, by using this you write a tan pi is equal to, yes of course, opposite is RN by, it is adjacent, no, ON you take. So tan pi is equal to, RN is nothing but it is a frictional force, Fs. ON is nothing but a normal, it is a line indicates a normal, no? Therefore tan pi is equal to here Fs. Fs in the sense is, we know it is mu s into n, because according to the static friction or coefficient of static friction, therefore mu s by n by n cancel, therefore tan pi is equal to, it is mu s. This is the relation between angle of friction and coefficient of static friction. Therefore pi is equal to tan inverse of, we can say, mu s, which is called as the angle of friction. And coming to the point is, by this only we can also take like this, capital R we have to find, that is the contact force, no, from the same triangle, that is ORN. You take it from ORN triangle. Let us write a Pythagoras. R square is equal to n square plus Fs square. R square is equal to root over n square plus Fs square. Look at here, it is a Pythagoras apply. It is a R and it is a n and it is a Fs. So which are perpendicular. Therefore R square is equal to, it is a n square plus Fs square. Therefore R is equal to root over n square plus Fs square. N is nothing but a, we can say it is a normal. Fs is nothing but a friction. So that Fs is nothing but a mu s into n. Here you write capital R is equal to root over n square plus mu s into n whole square. R is equal to root over n square plus mu s square into n square. Then R is equal to root over n square plus mu s square into n square. No? From this you take a R is n is common, n square is common from the root, then we will get 1 plus mu s whole square. This is the related to the angle of friction, one related to the angle of friction, and as well as we can see this is about a for angle of friction. Clear? Right? So on this basis, let us, actually we have one problem in our material, so that I will tell you that problem also. You go through that material, so which is help you for the examination also in the basis of friction. So there is a one problem on the basis of this. The laws of motion. Yeah, there will be one problem on the basis of this angle of friction only. This question given in the material, like it is page number. Look at the page number here, 94 page number. Page number is 94 and the question number will be, it is a second question. In this second bit it is given. This is the LAQ question. In this LAQ there is a question is given, a block of mass of 4 kg. There will be one block of mass is given. Block of mass is 4 kg. Clear? is resisting on the rough horizontal plane. This block is resisting on the rough horizontal plane. It is a block of mass 4 kg which is rest on the rough horizontal plane, is about to move when a horizontal force is applied. How much is applied to the force is, it is F is equal to 30 Newton is applied. Therefore, is applied on it. G value you take as a 10 meter per second square, then find the total contact force exerted by the plane. Is asking contact force. Of course, there is a weight mg is acting, normal is acting, and there is a frictional force is acting like this. So, contact force in the sense is this is the contact force capital R which making an angle pi. So, whatever the force applied now, this is balanced by the frictional force. We can say Fs is equal to 30 Newton it is. So, we have Fs and we have mass, but is asking contact force no. Therefore, capital R is equal to root over F square plus N square. Just now we derived the expression. What is F? 30 Newton. What is N? N is nothing but mg no, because it is balanced. So, N is equal to M value is given as 4 into G value is 10. So, that the normal will be 40 Newton it is. Of course, we have two values, then the contact force will be root over F you take as a 30 whole square plus it is a 40 whole square. So, that capital R is equal to root over 30 square in the sense is 900, 40 square in the sense is 1600. Capital R is equal to root over 2500 it is. So, it is 2500 in the sense is what will happen, root 2500 in the sense is we can say 50 Newton. This is the answer related to given question. Clear? Like this we have on the basis of friction one question that is related to this friction. Clear? And coming to the next question is there in the same material, the page number will be say another question which is given in the page number 96. Question number is 6th question. So, it is also related to the frictional force only. So, that is also we will see the problem. See from material only, page number. So, the page number will be, I mean to say 96 is the page number, question number will be 6. Look at I will read the question. A container of mass is 200 kg. So, there is a container is given 200 kg. Right, rest on the back of a open truck. There is a one open truck is given like this. Yes, it is a one container. See, which is placed like this. See, one container which is placed like this. See, on this container there is a block of mass which is placed at 200 kg. Rest on the back of the open truck. If the truck is accelerating with an acceleration A is equal to 1.5 meter per second square. Of course, when truck is moving in the forward direction, there is a pseudo force is to be introduced. I told you very clear. The force, because of the force, that this block is falls down because of the pseudo force. We'll see what is asking in this. What is the minimum coefficient of static friction between the container and the bed of the truck required to prevent the container from the sliding off the back of the truck? So, there must be a prevent. The block should be at rest. There must be a coefficient of friction is how much is to be required. So, that if there is a coefficient of friction is there between the truck and the block, therefore, that block does not fall and it is does not slip from the truck. What must be the coefficient of friction is asking. So, that here is the acceleration and mass is given, but you remember frictional force is nothing but it is a one type of force, right? I told you in the very clear in the very first I told you about a friction. So, F is nothing but we can say ma, because there is a pseudo force is to be introduced, that is F is equal to ma, and as well as friction is nothing but a mu into mg. So, that here you write, because friction is nothing but a mu into n, no? N in the sense is there is a block mg is acting down, there is a capital N is acting up. So, that we can write here instead of n we can say mg. So, we will get like this. So, F is nothing but a ma and F is small f is nothing but a frictional force is nothing but a mu mg. So, that it is a mu mg is equal to ma it is. So, cancel, mu is equal to a by g. This is the when truck is moving in the forward direction, there must be a friction is a by g. See, of course, the truck is accelerating with an acceleration 1.5 and the g value you take as a 10 or 9.8 your wish. Suppose you want to take a 9.8, then you will get the acceleration A is equal to 1.5, g value you take as a 9.8. There must be a mu is equal to 1.5 divided by 9.8. So 15 by 18, 98 it is. So you take a mu is equal to 15, 150, 98. That is 0. Maybe it is 91 ones, 91 ones only. So it is approximately will get the 1.5 like this. So mu is equal to 0.15 is the answer. It is related to the coefficient of friction of the given problem. Right, coming to the next one. This is the one question related to coefficient of friction as well as the friction related question. Now we'll move to the next topic. When the block is placed on the rough horizontal surface. See, related to the horizontal surface, when the block is placed, let us you take like this. See, horizontal rough surface, Now on the rough horizontal surface there is a one block of mass m is placed, like this you take. There is a one block of mass which is placed on the rough horizontal surface. Then we will see what will happen in this case. Let us, you take like this, that is to be the block of mass is m. There will be a weight is acting mg down and a normal is acting up. Then it is a rough surface. So there are actually very important conditions are there. Suppose if there is a force F is applied in the forward direction, there will be a frictional force is act opposite to the motion of a body. Here the thing is, I will tell you some conditions. The condition number 1 is, if applied force is, this applied force is, it is greater than frictional force. See, applied force is greater than frictional force. So that the body moves in the forward direction, which moves. In this case what happens, it is moving in the senses, there it is to be kinematical frictional force is introduced. Suppose the second condition you take, if capital F is less than frictional force, that means the block is at rest. The block is at rest because the friction is greater than applied force, no? We can say rest. Here it is, FSS is introduced. Here in this case, kinematic is introduced because the block is said to be motion and which moving in the forward direction. The block is moving in the forward direction because of the applied force which moves in the forward direction and it is accelerating with an acceleration A. Suppose if applied is less than a static or less than frictional force, if it is greater than this, is it possible to move the block? No, because there is an opposition is more. When there is an opposition more, therefore the block is at rest only, does not move. These are the conditions which are very important related to the horizontal rough surface. When the block is placed on the rough horizontal surface of mass is m and there is a force F is applied, there is a frictional force is acting F. If the first condition F greater than Fk, therefore block is move in the forward and it is the Fk is less than F because applied is greater than the friction, no, therefore block is move in the forward direction. Second condition, applied is less than F. That means here the static frictional force is greater than applied force, so that the block is at rest. Block is at rest. Rest in the sense, which is at rest in the sense is nothing but a block does not move. Basically which is at rest. So we can say the conditions are like this. Now let us go for the first one because it is said to be in the motion. No? Now it is moving in the forward direction with an acceleration A. By using this information, now we have to find the resultant force. The resultant force is which is act along the direction of applied force because it is greater, no, that is a condition number 1, F greater than Fk. So that the resultant force which act, it is act along the direction of applied force. So the resultant will be represented as Fr is equal to, because it is F greater than F, no, capital F minus Fk, because there it is to be kinematical frictional force is introduced. So here Fr in the sense is block is accelerating with an acceleration A. Fk in the sense is we know mu k into n. but of course n is balanced by the mg, no? Then Fk is equal to mu k into mg, you write here. Now this information you write here and get an acceleration of the block. So ma is equal to F is, capital F is nothing but a capital F only, applied force, and mu k is mg like this. So acceleration of the block is capital F minus mu k mg by m it is. Therefore the acceleration A is equal to capital F by m. You separate divide like this, mu k mg by m you take. So mm cancel, A is equal to F by m minus mu k into g. So this is the acceleration condition for the block when it is placed on the rough horizontal surface. Therefore the acceleration of the block is A is equal to F by m minus mu k into g. This is the condition, and you remember in the problems we have to verify the two conditions, whether the block is at rest or the block is in motion. So suppose if a block is at rest, there it is to be, we should say only static friction. Suppose the applied force is greater than the frictional force, that means the block is said to be in motion. When the block is said to be in motion, then we have to say the kinematical frictional force. You don't say about a static, because block is said to be in motion. When block is said to be in motion in the senses, there it is to be kinematical frictional force is introduced. Then you say only about a kinematical frictional force. It is about a, when the block is placed on the rough horizontal surface, therefore the acceleration of a block will be A is equal to F by m minus mu k into g. So this is the condition related to when a horizontal rough surface, when the block is placed like this. Clear? Now let us, I want to tell you another one also. There it is to be, another one is there. See, there is a limiting friction also is there. In this case what happens, there is a limiting, that means here there is a static frictional force is acting, no, that is Fs you say, and here when applied is balances by the static, applied is, this is the case 3, we can say applied is, see F is just balanced by the static, that's balanced in the sense is the block which is ready to slide. There is a ready to slide in the sense is there it is to be limiting is introduced, or we can also say that limiting is nothing but we can also say kinematic. Of course the resultant F is equal to, we can say kinematical frictional force is greater than static. Is it correct or not? Because, sorry, I mean to say static is greater than kinematic. Static is greater than kinematic, because static is more, no, than limiting. Static in the sense is maximum friction is acting and which is at rest. When it is balances, therefore the block is which is ready to slide, we can call as the limiting is balances by the Fk. That's what. Static is greater than, you say Fk. Therefore here you write F is equal to, static in the sense is we know, that is here you write Fs is nothing but a mu s mg, Fk in the sense is mu k into mg. So that here Fs is nothing but a mu s mg minus mu k into mg. So F is nothing but a, we can say ma. Clear? Therefore it is, we can take like this from this here, F is equal to ma, right, and here mg you take a common, mu s minus mu k it is. So mm cancel, A is equal to g into mu s minus mu k. This is the one relation. The acceleration when the kinematic is balances by the limiting friction, therefore there it is to be, we can take as acceleration is equal to g into mu s minus mu k. This is the another expression related to the horizontal rough surfaces. Clear? Okay. So this is related to the rough horizontal surfaces. So which is placed on the block is placed on the rough horizontal surfaces. These are the conditions. We should follow the conditions and acceleration, and it is also acceleration, but it is balances by the limiting and kinematic is balances. Therefore, we will get the relations are like this. So this is the today's class. Thank you very much. We will see in the next class. We will see in the next class. Thank you very much.